Say hello to Sky Protect. Inside of this box you'll find loads of clever tech to help safeguard your home. Video doorbells, indoor cameras, motion sensors, leak sensors, the lot. And no, it doesn't include a bunch of marbles and paint cans Home Alone style. And all of these smart home goodies are available exclusively as part of Sky Protect Smart Home Insurance, a brand new way to look after your homestead. But enough yammering on, let's whip this box open, check out all of the Sky Protect gear, get it all set up and show you how it all works. And a massive thank you to Sky for sponsoring this video. Cheers! Okay, let's get this bad boy open. Such a satisfying noise. So inside of the Sky Protect Ultimate box you get basically everything you need to get started, including an indoor camera, a video doorbell, leak sensors, motion sensors, and a sensor bridge. Inside of this envelope, you've got a handy little introduction to your Sky Protect gear. The Sky Protect app will guide us through the actual installation process, but you've just got a brief overview here, including a guide on what each of the individual components does. And you've also got some handy positioning tips. And also included is a handy little window sticker so you can let any visitors or passers-by know that they are starring on Sky Protect. Now, the Sky Protect app is available for both Android smartphones and also iPhones. If you use an Android phone, just go to the Google Play Store, search for Sky Protect. If you use an iPhone, go to the App Store, do the same. Or alternatively, just scan that link and QR code inside of the box. And then once that's downloaded, we're ready to rock. Now, the Sky Protect app has many uses, and one of those is to lead us through the installation process step by step. Step 1 is naturally to sign into your Sky account. If you're a Sky TV customer, it's just the same details. Alternatively, if you don't have an account already, well, you can set one up directly through the app. And then once you've signed in with your Sky ID, you'll get this homepage. No devices set up yet, so let's crack on with that. All you need to do to add a device is tap this little plus symbol down in the bottom right corner. You're then presented with the various options, so let's tackle them in order, starting with the indoor camera. So first step is to actually get the indoor camera out of its box. As well as the actual camera itself, you've also got one mains adapter, one USB cable, and also some handy mounting accessories. You've also got a good old-fashioned paper setup guide, but we won't need that as the app will handily lead us through everything we need to do. Now, the actual Sky Protect indoor camera is pleasingly dinky, so you can squirrel it away, and that white finish should help it to blend in with any home decor. And as the Sky app merrily points out, you will need to place it somewhere with mains power access and also good Wi-Fi reception. You'll probably want to have the camera guarding an entry point like a back door, for instance, or a room where you keep all of your valuables. It really is completely up to you. Now, when positioning the camera, you'll want to make sure it's got a clear, unobstructed view of everything going on in the room, and make sure you cover any entry and exit points as well, doors and windows. A corner of a room is a good place to stick it away because then it should get a good old view of everything that's happening. Try sticking it on a shelf where it will blend in nicely, or you can even slap it on a wall thanks to the magnetic mount. Now, once the camera is positioned and plugged in, you just got to wait for that yellow light around back to start flashing, and then we can hit next. Then we just push the setup button here on the bottom until we hear
ready to connect.
Then press next. As you can see, we've got a big old QR code that we need to scan using the indoor camera. So just hold your phone up to that lens for a second and the setup is complete. Alright, so now that the indoor camera is all set up, we can access the live camera feed at any point from the home screen of the Sky Protect app. Now, as you can see, we've got a live view of the studio where I'm shooting this video right now. So hi there, Sky indoor camera. Next to no lag there whatsoever, very impressive stuff. You can also listen in to what's happening using the indoor camera's built-in mics, but I've turned the sound off, otherwise we'll get some hideous feedback. And if you happen to spy anything dodgy going on, you can take a quick screenshot like so. You can then instantly share this using any of your favorite apps. Or alternatively, you can record a video clip and then again share this around. And you don't have to be constantly watching this live view to make sure nothing dodgy is happening in your homestead either, because Sky Protect's indoor camera can automatically pick up on any potential shenanigans. You'll be alerted to any detected motion or sounds when you're not in your home, and you'll be able to play back a clip of exactly what was going on. You've actually got full control over the motion and detection sensitivity as well, just in case it's picking up on your neighbor coughing loudly next door. And if you happen to have pets like cats, for instance, who occasionally stroll through the room where your indoor camera is positioned, where you can set up an activity zone which ignores any routes that they might possibly take. So whenever Meowcules enters or exits via that cat flap, he'll be completely ignored. The Sky Protect indoor camera captures HD footage, so nice crisp detail when you are snapping a screenshot or viewing back those clips. In fact, you can digitally zoom into the picture around 8 times so you can get a really close-up view of whoever's lurking around. And you can even have a chat with whoever's there thanks to the camera's built-in speakers. The Sky Protect app serves up a full timeline of clips of any motion and sound detected while you're away. You can check them out at your leisure. And these clips are stored in the Sky Protect cloud for up to 30 days, so you can access them again as much as you like. And again, any of these clips can be shared. You can take a screenshot of any dodgy happenstances. Oh yeah, and don't worry if anything dodgy happens at night either, because the Sky Protect indoor camera has built-in night vision. Okay, so next up, the video doorbell. Let's see what you get inside of that box. So you've got yourself, of course, one video doorbell. You've rather handily got a door chime chucked in there as well, because some video doorbells you have to buy that separately. You've got a power cable for that chime, and you've also got a USB cable and an Ethernet cable to connect the chime directly to your internet router. And last up is a mounting kit, so you can actually get the video doorbell stuck up beside your front door. Oh, and as with the indoor camera, you've once again got an old school paper manual, but we'll once again be getting rid of that and using the app to guide us through the setup process instead. So step 1 is placing that chime somewhere where it's got mains power and also where it's close enough to be hooked up to your internet router using that Ethernet cable. When the chime has power and it's successfully connected to your router, you should see a solid blue light on the front. Next step is to push down and hold the sync button here on the side of the chime until that light starts flashing. Then we tap next and boom, connection successful. Now it's time to set up the video doorbell. Step 1 is flip it around. You should see a little flappy bit up at the top here. Just get your fingernails in there and get it open. And you should spy a teeny weeny little on-off switch, which will be set to off by default. So again, get your fingernails in there and just give it a flick to the left to switch it on. And flip it back around and you should see the LED light on the front end of the video doorbell glowing orange. And that right there is your cue to tap next in the app. The next step is to pair the chime with the video doorbell. So we'll just hit the sync button here on the chime and then push and hold down the sync button on the video doorbell. Then back in the app, I'll once again hit next. You should notice both of the LEDs, the one on the chime and the one on the video doorbell, flashing blue and orange while they're pairing up. And once you hear that cheery little chime, that means they're connected. You'll be given a brief bit of schooling into data privacy laws by the Sky Protect app. Very useful to know. Make sure you're only capturing footage of your property and anyone who strays onto it. And now it's time to actually mount that video doorbell, and rather helpfully you can check out a live feed from the camera as you're mounting it to make sure you've got the perfect angle. And don't worry if you've never mounted a doorbell in your life, because you will be given instructions right here in the app. Now, anytime you fancy, you can jump on into the Sky Protect app and tap the video doorbell from that home screen and check out a live view of whatever is going on outside the front of your house at that given moment. And yeah, you can expand that view and get a clear look at whatever is happening. It's exactly the same setup as with that indoor camera, so you can take a screenshot, you can record some footage. You've got full audio feedback as well as that visual feed. And once again, you can have a chat with whoever is there by pressing and holding this little mic button. You can again check out a full history of any motion that was detected by that video doorbell and any times when the doorbell was actually pushed as well. So you can keep tabs on exactly who's been coming and going. And exactly the same as the indoor camera, if the video doorbell spots anyone coming into frame, where you'll get a little notification on your phone. And likewise, when somebody actually presses the doorbell, you will again get a notification and the handy little chime. And it's once again high definition video, so you can clearly see whoever shows up. If you jump on into the video doorbell settings, you can fully customize your doorbell too. So for instance, you can actually change the chime sound if you're not a fan of the default efforts ding dong ding. You might want one less ding, for instance. And you can even have the chime sound out when it detects motion, so you're aware that something is moving around out there before the doorbell is even pushed. You can also set the maximum length for any video clips that are captured, and rather handily, the Sky Protect video doorbell can actually alert you if somebody tries nicking the thing and capturing a video of the culprit in the process. And as before, you can set an activity zone as well. So for instance, again, if you've got any animals that are prowling around at night, you can set it above the ground level so they don't accidentally trigger a motion alert. This can also be really helpful if you've got a bit of a pavement or a road in view as well. You don't want to capture everyone who's walking by or driving by. When you fully charge the video doorbell, you should enjoy several weeks of battery life, and you will be alerted again on your phone when that battery is running low. Just prise it off the mount, plug it in, wait a bit, and then it'll be fully charged, ready to stick back on there, good to go for several weeks again. Next up, it's time for the motion sensors. Let's see exactly what we got in here. So you've got a super cute dinky wee motion sensor, plus a magnetic stand so you can attach it to a wall. And you've also got a pair of contact sensors which can be slapped on any window or door. And yes, once again, a paper manual, but we're going to be using the app. So first, let's get our motion sensor set up. To use this, we'll first have to connect the sensor bridge to the indoor camera. Got the sensor bridge right here. It was bundled in that box with the rest of the Sky Protect goodies. Nice and easy this bit. Just take the sensor bridge and plug it into that USB port at the back of the indoor camera. The light on that bridge should turn blue and then you're good to go. All right, back to the motion sensor. Now we've just got to pull out the protective battery tab. And we just take a pin and jab it into this teeny wee hole in the side of the motion sensor for about 3 or 4 seconds until it starts to flash red. Then we hit next and wait for the two to pair up. Shouldn't take too long. Boom shakalaka. And then next up, as usual, Sky Protect will give you some positioning tips. Sky recommends placing the motion sensor at a height of around 1.8 meters, so just over 6 foot. Now with that all set up, whenever you arm your system, the motion sensor will alert you whenever motion is detected. You'll get a handy little notification once again popping up on your smartphone. You won't get any kind of still images or video clips with the motion sensor. You will need an indoor camera for that. But it can be very handy for alerting you to anything unusual going on in your home when you're not there. Just bear in mind that pets will also activate the motion sensor. You once again get a full timeline of any activity. You can also quickly and easily check on the battery level and the network strength of the motion sensor right here in the Sky Protect app. So we're starting to get quite a busy home screen here now with all these devices being added. Next up is the contact sensors. Now for the contact sensor to work correctly, the door or window will have to be completely flush with the frame. And then once that's all set up, you will receive a notification every time the window or door is opened or closed when your system is armed. You can again see a full timeline. You've got battery and network strength indicators in there as well. But that's not all, because we haven't yet covered one of the more unique features of Sky Protect, and that is the bundled leak sensors. So let's see what these are all about. Inside the box you get not 1, not 2, but 3 leak sensors. And these are designed to be stuck behind a washing machine, beside a shower or a bath, in a boiler cupboard, beneath a sink, anywhere where there's a risk of a leak. As usual, let's shun the paper manual, head straight on into the app, and this time choose the final option, leak sensor. And then push and hold that reset button on the back end until the light on the front end flashes 3 times. Just wait a few seconds and they should pair up nice and easy. Now once you've positioned your leak sensor wisely, you'll be able to get a real-time readout direct through the Sky Protect app. It can actually measure the temperature and the humidity in the immediate area. And if we dive on into settings, as you can see here, you can get a push notification if the temperature drops out of a certain range, and same for the humidity. And of course, if any moisture is detected, you will instantly be alerted as well. And when I say if moisture is detected, I do mean even the tiniest little bit. These things are impressively, incredibly sensitive. So as you can hear there, the leak sensor itself will beep loudly and incessantly until it is dried off. And of course, you've got your notification on your smartphone as well in case you're not at home. And you see, as soon as you jump into that app, you've got a big fat red incident detected. So you know that something foul is afoot. And through the app, you can actually get help with that leak. Otherwise, you can just clear it as a false alarm or whatever. And then when the sensor is dry again, you'll get the all clear. And now, anytime you leave your home, you can just manually arm the Sky Protect system with a quick tap here. That will ensure that you get notifications whenever motion is detected by the motion sensors or the contact sensors, or the indoor camera picks up on anything as well. But then of course you've got the faff of going into the app and activating it every time you leave the house, and then of course remembering to deactivate it every time you get back. But don't worry, Sky Protect has made things as easy as possible because they've also got an auto enabling feature. And what this does is it cleverly uses your smartphone's GPS to detect when you've left your home. It will then auto arm everything, and then as soon as you return home, it'll switch everything back off. And you can quickly and easily enable this feature by tapping auto arm settings and then making sure enable auto arming is switched on. Now, if you're not too keen on that idea, an alternative to auto arming is to go to settings down here at the bottom and then choose security scheduling.
And this allows you to quickly and easily set a time for the system to arm and disarm every single day. But bear in mind that is every single day, you can't set a different schedule for the weekend or anything. And in here you've also got the option of using biometrics to arm and disarm the system. Pretty handy in case somebody sneakily nicks your phone to switch it all off. And the final feature here in Sky Protect that we're going to discuss today is the People tab. As you can see, you yourself are set up as the primary user, but you can add secondary users if you want as well. This sets them up on your account and allows them to also activate and deactivate the security system when needed. They'll also be notified if anything dodgy happens, and they'll have full access to those live camera streams. And you can even set up an emergency contact in case a water leak is detected. This emergency contact will then be notified if you do not respond in a timely fashion to that incident. And that right there, my lovelies, in a tasty wee nutshell, is the many devices and features of Sky Protect. Quite a lot to cover there. Hopefully it all made sense. Be great to hear your thoughts on Sky Protect down in the comments below. Please do poke, subscribe and ding that notifications bell for more on the latest and greatest tech. And have yourselves a really wonderful rest of the week. Cheers everyone. Love you.